800 languages spoken, 54 million visitors every year. A global crossroads, a cultural melting pot. New York City, with over 8 million people representing nearly every nation, culture, and faith. A vibrant global power center influencing the farthest corners of the earth. But despite its prestige and outward success, this city is still filled with brokenness, loneliness, and desperate souls longing for more. At the center of this mosaic of cultures, dreams, and deep yearnings, Jesus stands as the only lasting source of hope and change. Every Nation New York City was born out of the tragedy of September 11, 2001. The very next day, Pastors Ron Lewis and Rice Brooks were called by God to bring his message of hope to the people of New York. Just weeks after 9/11, Every Nation New York City held its very first service right in the heart of Times Square. Since then, the church has grown to 4 locations in the city, 1 in New Jersey, and a congregation in Philadelphia. We are carrying out our purpose to transform the city one life at a time through loving God, loving people, and living on mission. Many have come to know Christ and experienced His grace at Every Nation New York City.
So going to Every Nation Church opened up my relationship. We broke up 3 times, and ever since we started coming to this church, it's made me understand how I'm supposed to serve God and be a better husband and be a great father.
My first time at Every Nation Church was life-changing because the entire family was there, and that was something that I had never experienced.
And every time I go to Every Nation, I feel very comfortable because of the diversity of the people, and the people always make you feel like you're at home.
When I first came to the United States, it wasn't easy being an immigrant because people judge you for being who you are. When I came to Juilliard, people from Every Nation, they came around and students were like, you have to come to church. And when I went, they were right. People were welcoming. And that was a complete surprise to me because the people I knew, people I interacted with were just too busy hurting other people. But people at Every Nation, they were just so welcoming. And the vibe I got there was just so warm, I decided to come back each and every other week. The moment I came to Christ was when I realized that I can't live without Him. It was just a melting point. I think I broke down one day and I just cried to the Lord. I said, I can't do this without you. I need you in my life. Without you, I don't think I can live anymore. Through Every Nation, I got baptized. After that, every day has been so full for me.
I came to Every Nation New York after meeting Pastor Josh and Amanda in the elevator of my building, and they invited me to church. It was at a time when I really needed it. I grew up in a family situation that was really very rough, and I had to, from a really young age, look after myself physically and mentally to get by and to protect my family. And I grew up with that comportment my entire life, and here I was in New York City doing the exact same thing. And it wasn't long before God spoke to me at church, really by the Spirit, and told me that I didn't need to carry these burdens on my own. And since receiving Christ, my understanding of my purpose in life, the purpose of my job, and being in New York City has completely overturned. It's been renewed, and I have so much more energy to fulfill the purpose He has for my life here. I know that this is actually just the beginning for me. In my walk with God, in growing and walking in the Spirit, in my relationships at church, and I'm so thankful that this is my family now. This is the place where I'm meant to be, in New York City.
Да, наша семья. Мы уверовали через чудесное исцеление нашей девочки Даниэлочки. Верим в Бога, Сына Его Иисуса. Аллилуйя. Какой хороший муж.
Здравствуйте. Мы
город Самарканд, покаялись в Нью-Йорке, приняли Иисуса.
These stories represent only a fraction of the people whose lives have been transformed as we've spread God's message of hope and love. Some of the ways we engage the community around us are connect group Bible studies in neighborhoods across the city, inviting Sunday celebrations, activities and programs for people from all walks of life, and weekly youth gatherings designed to reach the next generation.
Before, I was a very strict Muslim. I didn't really believe in any other beliefs. I felt like I was more to myself. Eventually, something just overtake me, and I wanted to pray that I would at least I would get a sign. And eventually, something started overtaking my heart, even stronger than ever before. So I felt like, you know what? It's time to stop running away from my fear and face my fear. Now that's it. I will start following Christ from now on.
Our vision is to impact future generations by reaching the campuses and youth and to plant 20 churches throughout New York City by the year 2020. By God's grace, we are carrying out Jesus' great commission to make disciples of every nation. Every nation, New York City. One church, many locations, united in vision.